Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. So I'm continuing on my open plan office decoration. I totally forgot I had taken the hall out. I know that sounds silly, but the splash screen shows this office as you first see it when you're doing the flip, and there's an office, and it doesn't look like I have it now. So I know that's kind of airheaded, but anyway, so I did make a couple changes to the to this bathroom after I ended the stream. I added this paper towel dispenser, which I thought was important. And I took the picture down because it just wasn't working for me. So that is something I'm still going. And a big change. I changed the tile in here to gray, which I like better. And I put the hand soap things and stuff like that. I mean, but that was pretty much. Oh, I guess I did change those lamps. The other ones were just so yellow. I really didn't like it. So then here we have this one. I decided to do, I mean, I think in here white is the color for the floor to go with. And so I, did a start on that to see what it looked like. I have to say I actually like those sinks in here. I think what it is that the color, that somehow the violet version of the tiles is just so strong that you really need the black sinks. Now, I mean, I know that the wood doesn't necessarily go, so I may rethink it. I kind of feel like, I am going to replace urinals with some other ones that I thought were kind of cooler looking. I mean, I never thought I would be talking about whether urinals were cool looking or not, but there you go. That's where I am. To be honest, I've tried not to think about urinals at all. So I'm still sick, as you can tell. I'm not doing great, but I'm in a... Now, is this the one I just got rid of? Did I just get rid of those? Is that what I just got rid of? I would feel kind of stupid. These seem to have... no, they're not, because look how low this is. I personally do not know anything about what level urinals should be at. I don't know why those urinals are not saying the word urinals many more times than I ever thought I would, to be honest. So I don't know. I suppose I could ask my husband to weigh in, but that looks awfully low to me. I mean, I'm going to try the other ones just to make sure that I'm not completely losing it. Because as I said, the only time I've really seen urinals is when I was at like a concert or something. And I think I was taller because I was standing on the tiles. And the line for the ladies' room was always so long. And you were always missing some of the concert or, whatever. So I would say on more than one occasion, and possibly also at bars, I don't remember for sure, I just was like, forget this. I'm going in the men's room. And I just would yell in the door and say, woman coming in, or something like that. And, and use the stall, obviously. But so I was generally running past the urinals on my way to the stall. So that is pretty much the sum total of my experience with urinals. So, so I really can't claim to be any kind of an expert on them or how high they should be on the wall. So I don't know. It looks like the other one, though, when I was placing it, the one that had been there, actually was lower than I thought. So maybe they are supposed to be low. I have no idea. They always seem to me when I walked by the men's room. When I worked in chemistry on campus. What would happen a lot of times is in the morning or like overnight, the people who cleaned the bathrooms would leave the door open. I know this is a fascinating discussion, but anyway, and you just, as you do, you kind of glance in as you're walking by, and so I would swear that they were normally higher than these, but I don't know. The other thing to remember is that building is old. I don't know how old it is. It's probably 40 years old, I think. I think it was built in the 60s. So it's definitely 40 years old. So as I was talking about yesterday on this stream, about the problem with being a relatively tall woman, um, and using public toilets, because unless they were put in very recently, they all are very low. And if you're fairly tall for a woman like me, I mean, I don't consider myself tall, but most of the women I know are shorter than me. So I'm going by that. Then it's like really hard, especially if, like, for instance, after I had my gallbladder removed, I had, you don't think about it, but so obviously they, you know, made some cuts in my abdomen to pull the gallbladder out. And so I didn't realize, I guess they did some cutting to the muscle, the abdominal muscle wall or something like that. But I didn't realize until that day how, well, until the day I actually tried to get up and go to work, which apparently was ridiculous according to my boss. Actually, these are nice. I should try these. How much you use your abdominal, oh, that's cream. Your abdominal muscles to, like, get up and stay upright and things like that. So I do not remember how I got on this at all. I somehow got on this, and I do not remember how I got on this. See, that's the problem when you have a different shade of gray. It doesn't work. Let's see, standing. Oh, right. So the problem is, especially if you have anything going on abdominally, trying to carefully lower yourself onto something that is lower than it should be is difficult. So I learned that when I was, when I had that, and then I think that was the only time. I haven't had much in the way of surgery, thankfully. I could do the floor like this. So I think, unless one of these ends, no, that wouldn't make sense. I was looking for something fairly, I think the white really, for some reason, I think the white, I mean, although, should I keep looking? I'm going to stand back and look. I would like something that's it's a little too creamy in comparison with the wall tiles. What about the snowy marble? No, oh God, no, this would not be good. So anyway, yeah, luckily I have not had a lot in the way of surgery. See, I think again, this is too cream, and these tiles are a little more on the blue tint than cream. So unless I run across something, well, I actually didn't, come to think of it, I didn't try the ones I used in the ladies' room in here, did I? I may have. I don't remember. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, so. Because I was just, after I ended the stream, I was just fiddling around. Same problem, too cream or something. And so I don't remember exactly what I did. That is strange looking, but let's give it a shot. Actually, that looks pretty cool, I think. Come to think of it. And the shade is right. Unless I just like it because of lighting. No, I like it. Okay, cool. I think that this, yeah. Did I put the trash can in here? Why did I do that? I thought I sold it. Is this a second one? Huh. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so the right light is in there. We need a door on here. I put the paper towel dispenser in here. So I think other sinks would be better. I mean, I'm on this, I'm kind of on the line about those. But I think I probably could find some that work better. Let's see. And these were the wall lamps. So there's one there. And I think the other one was here. Did I put one in here in the other bathroom? I do not remember. If I didn't, I should. I don't remember. I think it just seemed like they were bigger in here. But I think you still need extra. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have them. Okay. So, door. It's obviously not going to still be in my recently viewed things. I think it's pretty simple, though. It was, I think it was this one. And white wood. And handles, light, and I think then I made the details black and the frame white. So sinks. And then also I was going to, when the floor is white, I was going to change this for a gray one, but obviously this is a good color. So, lights on, thank you. Let's see. So bathroom fixtures, sinks. This is always such a torture decision. I don't know why. Tabletop light, gray marble. Might not work. Metal white. I think I prefer the light. Nope. Dark gray without the marble, I think, is really the one way to go, or a more subtle one like this. Nah, I like the solid. I don't know, because this background is so busy. Oh, I think this actually matches the floor, so that's perfect. So we don't want it there and there. Okay. Oh, did I just turn that off? Why did it seem like the lights were off? because it's really dark over here. That's somewhat better, but it still seems really dark. Why is that? And I'm going to move this over a little. I probably should do the same thing with the ladies' room. And I'm going to put that strip of LED lights above it because I do like that. I guess I should deal with the urinals first. I thought this was cool. I mean, I don't know, maybe because it doesn't look as much like a urinal. So I think I'm going to put these in. Again, acknowledging my complete ignorance about whether these are too low or not. Oh, that's pretty easy. So lights. Okay. Will this be a wall lamp? Yeah. So I want it to be the 2-meter one with higher intensity. Doesn't do a whole lot in the way of light. Oh, why does this look so much darker? That's really weird. I guess I mean, I could put another one of these over here. It's weird because the ladies' room seems so bright yesterday. What am I? Okay. So that's weird because today it looks very dark, at least in here. I wonder why that is. Is the ladies' room still looking dark? I mean, it's still looking too bright. It's not. So what? And how did I manage? I put the women's sinks over further. Why does it seem so much darker in here than I remembered? I'm just imagining it. I don't know what. I don't know. I mean, this looks relatively light, I think. And then hand soap dispensers, trash can. I think that's under accessories. I guess let's do black in this one. Just to punch it up a little. Or, I don't know, actually, how about white? Like, really white, if they have it. Which, oh, well, it's called the dark soap dispenser, so I guess they don't have a light one with white. Really? Light colored. Oh, God. Okay. There. Okay, so I think that stands out nicely. And then we need the trash can, which I'm trying to remember what it was called. A waste can, I think they're called. Nope, guess not. Okay. Trash. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why I thought. Okay, so that goes there. So, I think that's it for that. Yeah. Now, again, I would like to put some kind of painting there above the urinals in this case, but I just don't know exactly what to do with it. So, So then, as I said yesterday, I was gonna work on this next. So this wall has to stay because it's shared with the bathroom. This wall, on the other hand, this can go because we're going to have glass walls. I guess actually I could leave. No, I can't leave that. Ah, we're running into a problem here. These are definitely going to be glass. So everything up to the wall that it shares with the break room. But we have to use actual columns for the door. And I can't knock down the first one. I don't want to put the door too far over because then I look stupid. I'm going to mute this because of the phone. That was weird. First, the phone was saying it's Kaiser Permanente, and we don't have that. That's not our insurance. I guess it's some kind of medical center. And then it was like, and then it immediately switched to another one. It was very strange. Okay, so, oh, I can't just put it, okay, fine. We're going to sell this though, because I don't think I'm going to want the brown ones, to be honest. Did it not take? Okay, I hate that. Why did I not sell that? I've kind of grown to hate those tables, to be honest. So for now, I'm just going to paint this white because sometimes that helps me to get rid of what the look that was there before, to, you know, just like be able to visualize anything. Did I pass the white already? No, I didn't. Okay. I bet I have a bunch of cans of this over in the other room, but what you gonna do? I had these interviews yesterday. I don't know how they went. And I just realized I hadn't checked my personal email this morning. So they were really quick from like the point I submitted my application to when they contacted me was literally 2 days. And then everything, you know, the first interview and everything moved pretty quickly. But this next piece sounds like it could take a while. So, but I would like to know if I passed the second round of interviews. So I hope they do let me know that. I got thrown like, there was one question that was like a curveball, and because the work I do is administrative. And so then I got asked a question basically about project management, and I was like, what? My brain wasn't really, I mean, it just didn't occur to me that I would get a question about that. And because I've never had that question. I should have known better because this company is is a fairly innovative company. So I probably should have known that there would be a lot of different things covered, but I've been on campus for 14 years and things are done a certain way and the interviews are pretty much uniform. So in fact, what I started doing is putting together a list of all the questions I'd been asked in interviews, and um, and then I'd write my answer, and like every time I got a new question that I hadn't been asked before, I'd put it in there, and then come up with the answer for the next time, and so that actually has served me pretty well. And in fact, I had a couple of friends on campus who were like, well, can you send me the questions? Obviously not your answers, but can you send me the questions if, I'd like to prepare my own answers in case I get them. So, which was kind of funny, but obviously obliged. That's not lining up. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. It was. So, other than that question, which I can sense probably was an important one, I think I did well. Okay, so we're running into a problem with okay, let me see if this would work out. If I move the door over, then will a glass wall actually fit? So I forget how many lintels we need. Is it like 3? A glass door definitely will not fit. I mean, a glass wall will definitely not fit. And actually I've moved, I don't know, have I moved the thing over too far? Oh, wait a minute. Well, I have to do columns because I can't exactly fit a glass wall in there, can I? So that kind of sucks. Is that too narrow for a door? I always have trouble figuring this out. I think that's too narrow. I think it is. It always looks fine to me, and then I'm like, and then I click on the doors, and oh, it's the 25 to 30 minute hang. So anyway, but see, I don't think actually I did check my personal email this morning. I forgot that. I have a website for people with depression. You would not believe some of the emails I get with people wanting to partner with me, quote unquote partner. It just leaves you open for like all these really just ridiculous business proposals. They're pretty relentless, even though I haven't worked on the website in a long time. So it's really just legacy stuff. So I'm assuming that it must be doing relatively well still in the, oh, wait a minute. Oh no, we couldn't do a sliding one, could we? Because of the glass thing, probably. Why are you having that problem again? I'm probably not gonna be able to do this. I don't know why I'm even bothering. What if I flipped it? Why isn't it giving me the option to flip it over to the other side? Well, as I said, I guess it wants to. It was weird though. Look, it actually went green here. How does that make sense? Would this actually work? No. Oh my God. That's almost perfect. It's a little far off the floor. I know someone told me on YouTube how to do this, but I forget how to move it. I tried yesterday and I obviously wasn't doing it right. Wasn't remembering it right. Um, okay, so I have to back up to be able to. Oh, I can't look down far enough. Well, that crap. That. So is it like? Why isn't it green? So it stays green there. Does it stay green there? Yes. Is that down to the floor then? It is. That's awesome. That is really awesome. I like that. Now, granted, it would be better if if like the rest of the wall were glass, but it's just not possible. And it wouldn't fit. Like this fits perfectly. I can't believe it. And it's cool. So obviously an executive working at a company with an open plan office would have a pretty cool corner. Oh, wait a minute. I need to paint this last part. Okay. Okay. So I'm really psyched. And it's dark in here. Okay, so that looks like a fusty chair. But I do like the it looks like a nice chair. One that I would like myself. So lights. This should be interesting. Well, I do happen to like these. Even though I'm not crazy about how yellow the light that it throws is, but I looked at a bunch of other ones yesterday, and I have to say, a lot of the ones in the game throw this kind of yellow light. So, why I can never seem to line these up perfectly the first time. So, I did that just so I could have some light in here, and I have to say it's not really helping that much. What are the lights that really see this is what I don't understand. The conference room to me seemed so bright. Is it just because of the, well, maybe it is these lights, but it's not just because of the screen, is it? Maybe those lights are the ones that really work on this. So let's put this over here for now and see how the other ones work. Where were those? Wait a minute. They were up near the top, but they were gold, so I never see them because that's not the color I'm looking for. Okay. So, oh no, wait a minute. That's not it. That's not it. I forgot. Although I use those a lot, so that's why I got confused. There it is. Frame light steel. Okay. I mean, again, here's the thing. It's not really bright. Part of the problem is that the light is any light that goes in this direction is kind of getting sucked in. It's not reflecting. I don't know. I'm not sure there's any good solutions here. I think I'm going to have to do wall lighting. Actually, I think what I'll do is move this out into the lobby for the executive suite. Why does it seem now that like that one is very bright? I don't know. So I'm going to throw up some lights to just light up there while I'm working to see, is this? Oh, they don't really have a name for those. Okay. Well, then okay, there. These are really bright if I remember. I might be wrong. So I think I'm going to use those because I think those would probably have some cool quotient also. Unfortunately, we don't have much wall space in this room, but I guess we'll make the most of what we have. So now that looks fairly bright. Too bad we can't put it there. Because then that ends. Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll move this a little bit more toward this end, since it does not, since we can't put the wall lights there. So hopefully that evens things up. Now, I probably will change the floor, although I don't know, I kind of like this. But it's very dark. I'm not sure if I want it to be that dark. I think I don't just think, I really like the, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I really like this light wood. I don't know why, but it's beginning to really click with me. So let's see, I don't know. I haven't even picked out, I haven't picked anything out as far as furniture. But I don't know. I just really like it. I have no idea why. I used it in the conference room, and it definitely is growing on me. I do tend to like things lighter, just in general, so it's not surprising. Now that chair may absolutely not work anymore. So desk. So this is, I downloaded a couple from the workshop, and you know what? They're not going to show up because you have to search for them. That's really frustrating. Drawing desk. I thought I downloaded one that was really cool, or a couple that were really. Oh God, that's for kids, I assume, since it's called Bambino. This, I think, this might have been one of the ones I was thinking of for the CEO office. Oh no, I also was thinking of the hanging desk, except then he or she wouldn't be facing people. Large corner desk. Is this, so which one is cooler? This one or, I hope someday I can stop instinctively saying he when I'm thinking of a CEO, but it's still pretty discouraging. Like yesterday, I read that, and I don't think this is a shock to anyone. Oh, that's too dark. But so Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, there was a whole uproar this summer that resulted in someone stepping down or quote, stepping down. And then two co-CEOs were appointed. And one of them was a woman because the whole brouhaha was about sexism and misogyny at Activision Blizzard. So at the time, I remember thinking, you are a fool, lady, because you're just a token. They're just throwing a bone. It's not going to mean anything. And so I guess a couple days ago, she stepped down from the position and also talked about misogyny being tokenism, tokenism, bias. Basically, I mean, maybe she went in there thinking, maybe it is tokenism, but maybe I can make a difference. And but it was really it was pretty discouraging, I have to say. But not a huge surprise. I don't know. Does this make sense? It seems like most people, myself included, like a really big desk. With plenty of counter space. So I think for now, I don't think I'm going to use that other chair. Unless I can find something. I think for now, I'm going to go with that. So here's another one, right? Wait a minute. Is this the same one? No, it's hard to see because the preview isn't really working. But you can't change the color. So that's kind of a drawback in my eyes. Okay, so let's find a desk chair. Actually, I'm going to throw a computer on there. Not sure. Maple computer. Okay, let's go with this one. Yeah, there's never a good place for these, is there? And a monitor. I guess I have to actually look up monitor. Oh, wait a minute, I better grab the mouse. It's a lot of white, I have to say. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt sorry for this woman. I mean, she may be, I mean, she was like totally a token. She was not only a female, but she's gay. So I think they were like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. We'll totally diffuse that problem. I'm not sure who actually believed that. But yeah, so she was just like, yeah, I'm being used. I think she was like being shut out of a lot of stuff. And as I said, it was, at least to me, it was no surprise. I'm sure it was no surprise to a lot of other people. I think my guess is that she wasn't naive. She just was hoping that perhaps there was some sincerity in the move. And it took her less than 2 months to figure out that it was not. So it's a shame. It's a real shame. But I mean, it's very hard to change the culture of a company. I guess apparently even a couple years ago, they had a party with strippers on poles, which is like, most, I guess that shouldn't go there. I guess, most companies I've heard of stopped even thinking that was a good idea is somewhere in the 80s. So the fact that they somehow thought that that was a good idea in any way just blows my mind. And I can't even imagine being a woman working there. If they're so blatant about this stuff, then, I mean, there's really no chance. At least not for a while. So now apparently they're talking about there are calls for this other guy who's the CEO to step down. I think he's the CEO of Activision Blizzard, and this was the CEO of Blizzard stepped down, or the president of Blizzard stepped down. And so that's kind of cool. Huh. That's really neat. Of course, I don't think we really have. Actually, I kind of like that. Warms up those columns, which I really don't like. So I don't know. I guess we'll see if things change. I'm not really hopeful for them changing anytime soon, at least. So it is what it is. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, it's kind of surprising that a lot of these guys don't see the direction things are going in. They may be going in the direction extremely slowly, but they are going in that direction. And okay, I don't want dark. So it's just kind of like, all you can really do is kind of shake your head and go, okay, well, if that's the way you want to play it, you're kind of becoming extinct, but that's what you want, then sure, hang on to it for a little while longer. I don't know. I just don't understand. And people, I mean, a lot of people just are really resistant to change. So I can understand how it would be tough for a lot of these men and some of these women to accept that, that things are going to change eventually, and they might as well get on board. Why wasn't I able to push that all the way to the other side? I can't remember now. But what are you going to do? You can kind of only shake your head and, say, well, I guess, you'll either be left behind or you'll catch up. Is that crooked? Kind of hard to tell. I'm not sure. It kind of looks crooked. Okay, so that is a better fit. Why does this look so much bigger than it did? Oh, yes, we're losing the mouse. Why does that look so big? That chair. Is that chair like just huge? It is going under the thing, which is a testament to the person who designed it. But I don't know. It looks really big, doesn't it? Like way bigger than it should. Just like ridiculously big. So that one looks a little low, but that one's just too big. I like it, but it just looks silly. So, okay, so let's do another one. Or I could do white chairs. How many options do I have? Not a lot. I do like the white, come to think of it. I'm not really indecisive. I just didn't, well, I am indecisive sometimes, but I just didn't really think about it before I did it. I like the white better. But now what we need is something with a lot of color. Here, let's kind of turn this one. So, we need something with a lot of color for a rug, but it has to be the right color. And obviously, actually what I think which is harder, the rug or the painting? I think they're equally hard to find, to be honest. I hope I hear from that company soon. I think if I pass this, then it's a matter of matching me up with people to work for. And so I think if I am told that I'm at that point, then unless I absolutely cannot be matched up with a team, then I think I'm hired. And honestly, not to sound conceited, but my experience in the past has been, now granted, this has generally been after people have seen me work, that like the first company I worked at, there were literally people fighting over who was going to work for them. I mean, who I was going to work for, because there was a hiring freeze when I started. I started as a receptionist, and there was a hiring freeze, so no one could hire this position, which was called case team assistant, for a while. And then as soon as that was lifted, like people that I'd been working for as a receptionist slash, I don't even know what to call it, receptionist, assistant, something like that. These managers who I've been working for were like, I've asked for you to be my case team assistant. And I was like, what? And, next thing I know, another one is saying, oh, okay, I've asked for you to be my case team assistant. And unfortunately for me, this was extremely unfortunate. They were on a list. So basically there was a waiting list for being able to hire an assistant. So unfortunately for me, the person who was next on the list was what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to look for a tactful way to say that he was a jerk. I'm just going to be extremely tactful there. He was a complete jerk. So, in fact, what happened is his current case team assistant came up to my desk and was like, I've heard that you're replacing me. And I was like, what? What? Who? First of all, I didn't even know who she was. So I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, well, I've been laid off and apparently you're taking my place. And I was like, well, I have to tell you, this is the first I've heard of it. So I don't know. I know nothing about this. And she was like, yeah, no, I figured you didn't know anything about it. But I think she said to me, you're going to want to watch yourself with him. And I was like, I don't even know who he is. I have to be honest with you. And boy, it's too bad that they did it in such a worn way, because it's really cool, but it doesn't work. And she was right, unfortunately. I felt, first of all, one thing he did was, that's interesting, but I don't know. So the setup was, there were so many people that the case team assistants had to sit in the hall. That's where their desks were, because there were so many people. And of course, I'm going in a different direction and not putting one with color. I do like this though. I'll see if there's a better one. But there was like a glass wall, and you could see the people in the, oh, that's cool, but weird. You could see the people who were, in the other room. And so one of them was my boss. And this was when 900 numbers were popular. So I won't elaborate, but just basically, you'd call them and someone would be saying some extremely suggestive things to you. So I answered my phone one time, and it's like clearly a recorded, or not a live person, from one of those calls. And I looked at the number, and it was a 900 number, but it had been forwarded by my boss. So he sat to the right of me in that room where everyone was, that I could see into clearly. And he was laughing, because I was somewhat bewildered when I answered the phone, and I didn't expect that to be on the other end. And so he just thought that was hysterical. So that was obnoxious to say the least. But the worst thing was that at like 3 months, I went to him and I was like, listen, I don't feel like I'm doing well in this position. Can you give me a little feedback? Because I just feel like I'm kind of floundering. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. And he was like, I think he was just poor with confrontation. He was like, no, 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 everything's fine. You're doing great. And I was like, are you sure? Because I feel like I don't really have a handle on a lot of stuff and that I'm just not really effective. And he was like, no, you're doing great. 3 months later, I get the word from HR that I'd been laid off because he didn't want me to be his case team assistant anymore. And they didn't have any open positions. Because, of course, all the people I really liked who wanted me to work for them had been assigned to other case team assistants in the meantime. So I was like, wait, I told him, like, I took the initiative to talk to him like 3 months ago and tell him that I didn't feel that it was that I was doing well and I needed some support or some feedback or something. And she was like, well, that's definitely a shame. And I have to tell you, he's not going to be getting any more case team assistants. And I was like, okay, but that is not really comforting for me. And she said, well, you have your office and your phone for the next 2 weeks to look for a job. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to shoot the messenger, but I was just like, this really sucks. This really is wrong. I should have just told her about the thing then, but this was before Anita Hill and before the consciousness started to really open up about sexual harassment and stuff like that. I honestly didn't. The word sexual harassment didn't even cross my mind when he did what he did with the phone. So I wish this were bigger because I really love this one, but it kind of sucked because I'm not sure where I would have gone in the company, but I had a sterling reputation and I had a fantastic performance review. And in fact, there was one woman who I was told that I worked for, Robbie, I remember her name was, and I was told she was really tough and really particular and not to take offense if she made comments on my performance review that were harsh because she could be, she was very exacting. And I was like, okay, no, I understand. Not a problem. And the funny thing was, she was the most complimentary in my performance review. She was like, this is the best person that has ever worked for me at this company. And so it was really pretty cool. But I mean, she was exacting. I knew that. But I'm a perfectionist, so I think that, that probably obviously helped. So I was like, should I use one of my photos again? I do like my photos. I hate to sound conceited, but I do actually like this. This was from this class I took. It's going to be huge, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. So I'm going to put that up there for now. We need a couple of plants. I feel like I feel like I might decide that this whole white on beige thing doesn't work. That's a distinct possibility. So I may change it. But the aesthetic, oh crap, it's hanging again. But the aesthetic appeals to me. Obviously, there's some similarity to the conference room. So this is an aesthetic that does appeal to me a lot. So, I know there's a lot of stuff I'm missing in this. So what I'm probably going to do in the next stream, I'm going to continue with this, and then I will. What I'll probably do is set up some of those like hangout areas that you have in a floor plan. So like you might have you have a table where people can sit down, not as formal as the conference room, not somewhere where you'd show presentations, but so desks and then like just a common areas where people can be like, hey, you want to sit down and talk about this project or whatever, you know. So I think that I think that would be what I would do. Oh well, after finishing this and then obviously doing the lobby area for this too. But I am so pleased with how this door worked out. I just love that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so plant. It would be nice if there also were some sculptures I liked. But standing decorations. The peacock one cracks me up, but no. I don't see this guy having plates on his wall. Guy or girl or women or man. I don't know. I haven't met a lot of people who are Franklin Mint aficionados. Glass vase. It's come in different colors. Blue, black. Doesn't really look black though. Blue, teal. I don't know. That's not really a desk kind of thing, is it? So I think actually what I need to do is look for some tchotchke type stuff on the workshop. What is this? Glass cube. So it's just like a tchotchke. Okay. I don't see the swans going on this. Now this is cool, but I would prefer it in a different color. And not that one. Anyway, so let's throw a couple plants in here. Is there anything interesting? Wait, what about a living wall in here? What about a standing one? I know I sound way too excited about this, don't I? Okay, that's too wide. American elm, cedar. I mean, but does it make sense in a room like this to block out the light? So you wouldn't put it there. That is too big. That's too big. It doesn't work. I think what I might do is do what they did. They had you do, or one of the options was in the job, and put something out in the waiting room, lobby, whatever. That's small. I think there's one that's bigger. This is what? 0.5 by 0.5 meters. This is 1 by 1. So that's bigger. So let's pop that up there for now. And since we have a glass wall here, it actually may feel like it's, well, not so much. Okay. So okay. So I don't think the living wall necessarily makes sense unless, was this, I don't know. I'm just going to put those up and see, and then live with it a little bit and see how I like it. One thing you can do is block that one of those hideous black columns. So I'll see how I like it. I'm not sure. Sometimes this stuff just doesn't gel. So let's see. Does this one go on the floor? No, not, I don't want that color. I want the pot to be white. Frame light. Does this go on the floor? It's kind of small. That's the only problem. It feels like, I don't know. It's, I mean, these are tall, relatively tall ceilings. So I feel like it needs to be taller than that. These are the colors of the thing. Sure. So let's see that. Where do we need something? I think we need something there, even though the green wall is there. I don't know. Sometimes, like I said, I need to live with this a little while and see what I think. It definitely needs something. I think I made a mistake having the 2 white chairs. Unless I can make the back of the white chair cedar. How's that? Let's see. Furniture, office. You know what? Let's see if I can bring up some stuff that I got from the workshop. Possibly. There are a lot of chairs. I don't know, maybe I have to start writing down the stuff that I get from the workshop. What about... Those are so weird. I can't imagine anyone being comfortable. Only a CEO who wanted to make visitors uncomfortable would choose those, I think. The seat pan is so long. They're very cool looking. But I look at them and what I think is how uncomfortable they would be for most people. Because most people don't have legs that long that will allow them to be comfortable in that. I mean, seriously. Oh, wait a minute. There were some... Wait a minute. Oh, what were those called? I did download some from... Shoot. From the workshop. Okay, so this is workshop stuff. Oh. That might be it. I would love pink. How about one pink and one yellow? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work. So then there's these, but I have to say for a... Shoot. Those just don't look comfortable for someone to sit in for a while, I have to say. They're very cool. The chair's very cool looking. Alex armchair pink. That is not pink. I'm sorry. You did a great job, but it is just not pink. So that's too bad because that actually was the one I was thinking of. Okay, so I'm going to go back to... I need to clear this. Let's see. Office. Chairs. This and these are... That's the chairs, right? Is there anything else that would look better? See, look how limited that is. Wow. Swivel chair, office chair, light colored office chair, bright colored office chair. Is there something that I will like? Cyan, that actually could be it. I do like these. It's just, I can't get out of my mind the fact that anyone who would put those as visitor chairs just would not like people or was hoping that they wouldn't stay long. So obviously now I have to change the rug because that doesn't work as much as I like it. Let's bring the gray one back. So the only problem is then the teal clashes with the plants. So I guess the question is, do I like the teal better or the plants better? I can get the standing plants into some other stuff in other colors, but these to me clash. The red leaves and the bright green just clashes with the teal. And that's, again, my issue, my OCD issues. So I totally own the fact that that is borderline silly, if not actually silly, but I can't do anything different. Is there a bright pink, dark red, violet, pink? Okay, that's pink. So wait a minute, what was... So I'll go with the pastel rose. Oh, that's tiny. Shoot. Why did I was like, why did I think that? And that it was a tall one. And you know why I thought that? Because it's in the large category. I don't know. Light gray, dark gray. Okay, so let's go with that. I think this works well. I think the office needs some more work, for sure. Oh, you know what? I'll put a plant up on that upper thing. That's cool. There's not much of a plant. That's the only problem. It's kind of like, where's the plant? And actually, there's so much white. I should make the bottom turquoise. And I think then accessories. Oh, there's nothing for office? I thought there was. That's weird. Would that be decorations? That's very strange. Oh, here we go. This is what you need in here. We know this person bikes to work, right? I think we know that. But I think it makes more sense behind the desk. It looks really big though, doesn't it? Is there something a little smaller? Do they have like a fold-up bike or something? Is this smaller, hopefully? My hands are full. Why would my hands be full? What are you talking about? Oh, pfft, that's what you're talking about. Okay, true. My hands were full. Let's see how big the other one is. It's... It is actually smaller. Okay. It just doesn't seem to like being over here. Probably because the wastebasket is in the way. Okay, so let's just put this one outside because I'm assuming that a lot of people who work here would have bikes, and I'll just add it to the growing pile of stuff that I know I will use at some point and don't want to forget about. Okay, so I still feel like it looks kind of empty. I'm going to push this up a little higher. It does look empty. Part of that is the light colors. What about other tchotchke stuff? Let's just do desk. Oh, he or she needs a desk lamp. That's for sure. What do you mean recently viewed? Oh no, okay, it's not recently viewed. Desk lamp. I like this desk lamp. You don't have any options as far as color though. Oh shoot, now I am back to recently viewed for real. This one, can't change the color. Okay, the devs have to fix this. When you do a search, you should not have to then go back to recently viewed. That makes no sense at all. Okay, so this is weird, I know. Okay, so, and then maybe a better desk lamp. Is there a better desk lamp? Let's see, lights. I'm not going to have any joy this way, I can tell. Nope, not decorations, lights, standing lamps, table lamps. I remember having a huge problem in that den I did in the Forgotten Heritage House and finding a desk lamp that made any kind of sense. The wood, leave it light, color, white. That's like glowing. It seems like it's literally glowing. Do they have like a desk plotter? Nope. Desk lamp. Is there anything? Wooden desk lamp. That might work better, actually. We had one of those when I was growing up. I mean, I think the other one's cool. I'm just not sure. Here we go. Back to recently viewed. Okay, so I've been going for a while. I should probably wrap this up. So I don't know. I'm gonna wrap it up, but I'm trying to decide what I should do with the lamps. This one is like unnaturally bright. But speaking of bright, does that one not light up? Doesn't light up. Okay, so I think I appreciate the design that the person did, but we need a light that's gonna turn on. Okay, so I'm gonna stop fiddling with this. I think that it is where it is now. I will probably look in the workshop and see if I can find stuff I like to go on the desk because it just looks so blank. Probably because it's white and there's a lot of light colors in here. But so I'm going to end the stream, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who's been watching, and also everyone who's been watching the VODs and is watching this VOD. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the streams. So until next time, take care.